Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Nate.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're here to talk about Father's Day.
Woo!
Yes. Now, for Mother's Day, and probably we'll have a link somewhere over here in like a minute or two, because it seems weird to put a link in like the first 10 seconds.
Sure.
We suggested that the Pope maybe could officiate and make a Marian title that has been used in pop culture for decades a real title.
Mm-hmm.
So, for Father's Day, we didn't want to have St. Joseph feel left out. So, we got him the traditional Father's Day gift of a tacky tie that doesn't go with anything he is wearing.
Mm-hmm.
But that made me think about other ways in which St. Joseph kind of is left out in things. You know, beforehand we were discussing the fact that we're pretty sure, according to the Bible, that he died sometime between when Jesus was 12 and in his 30s. Because he just disappeared.
Sometime in those missing 18 years, he appears to have perished.
But we don't know really anything officially about the end of his earthly life.
We know exactly about as much the end of his official life as we do about his many words of wisdom.
Yes. However, we do know that Mary was assumed into heaven, and that after his time of, teaching and preaching, Jesus went and ascended back into heaven. Mm-hmm. So therefore, every other member of the Holy Family got to go off into what we would call space.
They're both bodily present in the heavens.
So we thought for this summer, as we like summer alliteration,
They are both extraterrestrially embodied.
we would do a summer of space for St. Joseph, who never, as far as we know, got to float off.
The only earthbound member of the Holy Family.
Like he is the patron of a good death because, he probably was surrounded by Jesus and Mary and maybe, depending on when it was, various other saints from the Bible. Elizabeth, or if it was, closer to when things started, maybe, Peter or something was there.
John the Baptist had wandered in.
Yeah.
He's sitting there just crunching on crickets. I'm going to miss you, Uncle Joe.
I can't touch the body because then, I got a lot of Pharisees to go in and baptize tomorrow.
I got a lot of brood of vipers to baptize. Sinners all.
I bet
He had a great job, just out in the desert yelling at people.
I bet in heaven, he and Christina the Astonishing just spend time talking about how horrible everything else is.
Well, there's like the optimistic saints and the pessimistic saints. They're more along the pessimistic lines, so they're hanging out with Saint Jerome.
Yeah, one of them mentions the smell, and the other one's like, "Oh, don't get me started on the smell of those sinners."
You just hear shouting down from the rafters, "The stench!"
But anyway, so in honor of St. Joseph this Father's Day, stay tuned for future episodes where we discuss important things involving Catholicism in space.
And Catholics in space.
And
Heavenly bodies.
And, I'm sure by the time we get to July, there'll be some more discussion of, say, St. Ignatius of Loyola, whose feast day is the last day of July, because the Jesuits are just everywhere in space stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, it tangentially ties into the lack of a conflict between faith and reason. So maybe we'll even talk about the Vatican Observatory at some point.
We've got to get our friend of our
Brother
friend.
Guy, if you would like to be on the show, let us know.
I hear every once in a while you go about an hour away from us and hang out with people. We know some of those people. Just make them invite us too.
There you go. So, if you haven't already, go out and buy your father a really ugly tie.
And and go down below and in the comments section, let us know what kind of spacey things you want to see during the summer of space. I can't say it normal. I have to.
100%.
While you're down there, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell, do all the things.
All the things.
And then go and tell your friends and your family about this awesome show you watched on YouTube and how they have to go. They have to go and watch it. And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
And
Share that love.